The real estate market is changing, and you definitely want to watch this market update. Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Charles, West USA Realty, Team Minnick, and I believe in real estate as an asset class. And because of that, I like to go over the numbers for our current real estate market. So this is our August 2021 market update for real estate. We're going to go over four main items, as we always do when it comes to real estate. We're going to go over our active listings. We're going to go over our listings sold, and then we're going to go over our median price per square foot, and then months of supply. Actually, we're going to go over 5 because we're also going to go over our median days on market, and we're going to measure this compared to where we were last year, and we're also going to look at where we were compared to last month as well. So let's get into it. So just like I said in the beginning of this video, if this market continues, we are actually in the beginning of change of our real estate market. There's a lot of crazy things happening, and we're going to talk about it right now. First, let's go over the numbers. I have them all right here with my special notes. So active listings, and again, we go over the numbers here in the West Valley. All of our numbers west of the airport, all the cities are what we look at, or what we're looking at. So we're looking at our active listings. They're actually down 5.7% year over year, but some cities are up, some cities are down. Overall, inventory is actually increasing, which is good to have a balanced market. So we're looking at Tucson. Tucson has increased 75% year over year when we're looking at our numbers for listing, followed by Glendale, Levine. There's a ton of other cities who have increased their listings by huge numbers. Some of them are down. Sun City West is down 40%. We have Sun City itself is down. Goodyear is down. And Goodyear happens to have 2 active adult communities. They have this large community of Pebble Creek, and they also have another large community of Cantamia. So that's starting to tell us something about what's happening here in the market. Now, when we look at our sold listings, as far as these homes that are closing, right? Tucson, well, let's talk about the West Valley as a whole on average is down 18%, 18.2, but Tucson is down 31%. Waddell's down 29%, 28 for Surprise. These are big numbers for our sold listing. That means less homes are selling, guys. Like, what's going on? So we're starting to see that these homes, at least at a first glance, seem that it's not that many that are selling compared to month over month. We're still rocking, right? But we're down, which hasn't really happened in a long time. Now, looking at pricing, our median price per square foot, we're up about 33% as a whole on the West Valley, which is no brainer. The real estate market's cranking, prices are sky high. Everybody knows that, right? El Mirage is up 41% year over year, followed by Waddell right underneath it at 40%. And this is where it gets interesting. This is where it gets kind of crazy, right? So we're seeing these prices go up. Why did El Mirage go up so much? Well, we may see because the prices were so low and everything took off so much more by sheer numbers of averages of how it works, is that the lower homes, the ones that are affordable, are going to be pulled up by these higher price homes. And I believe that's what's happening with El Mirage. Now, Waddell doesn't necessarily have the same price per square foot as you're going to see in El Mirage, but what's happening there, we have a lot more new builds being built. So you're going to see those homes, generally appreciating. The builder sets that in when they start building these communities. We have been seeing spikes in Waddell just based off of new home builds and that type of ownership. So months of supply, we're looking at, they're up as a whole about 15%. When we're looking at this number, the inventory in Tucson, which has been, if you've been watching these videos, has been like the lowest ever every month for the last year. But Tucson has actually increased 156%, which is ridiculous. So these are scary numbers if you're tracking the market. These are huge jumps that you never see. And I still want to tell you this, Waddell had almost 80% as far as months of supply. So what that means is the homes, and it sounds really scary when you're looking at the numbers, but a healthy market, month of supply, let's talk about that first, is going to be how long will it take for all the homes that we have at the current rate that people are buying. If nobody put their houses up for sale, how long would it take for all those homes to go and be sold and no one have a place to buy, to move into? No homes could be sold, right? So when we're looking at this number, and I took these special notes, a healthy market is like 4 to 6 months of supply. So we haven't been at a month in a very long time. I would almost say years at this point. But we went from last month, we were like at 0.23 on average. And when we look at this change, yes, we're up to like what is that? 0.63 months of supply. So let me tell you what that means. We're still not at a month of supply yet. So we went from, if nobody sold their home in a week, nothing would be available, to if nobody sold their homes in 2.5 weeks, nothing will be available. So we're still way under. So we have a lot of people who think the market's going to crash, who think that, there's foreclosure things going on, eviction bans, and all types of stuff happening. When we're looking at these numbers, we are seeing these huge increases. So yes, there is change. There's big change. But I believe we're on the beginning of that change, because we're still not where a we'll say a balanced market would be when we're looking at these numbers as far as these price drops. We went from like 1 week to 2.5, which is huge. So I can see it, I can feel it. I have a lot more of my sellers reaching out to me, ready to sell. I think it has a lot more to do with confidence in what's happening with this post-corona, or maybe we're in the middle of it. Who knows what's happening with second waves and all that stuff. But I think people are a lot more optimistic about the future and ready to make a move versus putting it off and waiting to see what's happening. That combined with all the media, all the marketing and saying, hey, real estate's rocking right now, people are cashing out also. So this is what I believe is making all this move happen, I should say. So median days on market, we're down about 54%, which is crazy. Waddell's at 84%, Tullison 70%. So that means that they're at 6 days and 7 days. That's how long it's taking for a house to sell versus 4 versus 3 days, stuff like that. So these numbers are very cool, very interesting to watch, guys. If you have questions about this stuff, we put links down here so you'll be able to see your specific city, your numbers. If you're a nerd like me with numbers and you want to see all this stuff, we put it for every single city in the West Valley. And if you have any questions about your situation, your house, should you sell, should you buy right now, be more than happy to talk to you. Shoot me a message, and that's about it. I will talk to you soon. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think, I would like to get a consensus, do you think that the market, the prices are going to drop? Do you think with this inventory increases, or do you think it's going to keep going? I would love to hear your thoughts. I'll talk to you soon.